Hello, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Old School Tops UFC card collector here, showing you a few more of my cards today. So what I've decided, I'm going to show you my triple threads PC today. They're in no particular order. In fact, they're in a bit of a mess, a bit of a jumble, so I'm going to have to sort them out after this video, but I thought it'd be interested to go through them. I wouldn't say there's any absolute nukes in here, but there are a couple of certainly cards that I really like the look of, I'm really happy with, and they're old school, they're tops, they're autos, so they tick all the boxes for me. So no particular order, here we go. So this is a Cain Velasquez, it's number 8 of 18. So the old triple threads numbered 1, 3, 9, 18, 27 and 36 from what I can see. I've said before in these videos I'm not an expert, but that's what I think. I've seen the new triple threads that have come out just this month in tops. I haven't got any yet, but they just don't look the same. I've said it before, but just look at the quality, look at the care that tops used to take back in the day. So that's a 2014 triple threads with Cain, the ex-heavyweight champ. These are not in any order at all, so you'll have to forgive me. Next up is the USA Mexico Tito Ortiz, number 12 of 18. I'm sorry about the glare. I've tried to get the lighting right on these because they're quite reflective. But again, they're just beautiful cards. So the first one was 2014. This one is a 2012. I'll try and sort them out as we're going, actually. Yushin Akami, 5 of 18. Another 2012. And they're beautiful, aren't they? They're absolutely beautiful. So Rick Silver got me into these, actually. The first year or two of collecting Topps cards, I really didn't consider the triple threads at all. And then I got one, and in hand, they're absolutely beautiful. And of course, I'm hooked then. You know what this hobby's like. It's so addictive. I'm not sure this chap is, actually. It's number 9 of 18. I say a lot of these cards, they're not that particularly high value, but I just like them. And I've obviously picked this one up, probably in a bundle. That's from 2012. Again, anyway, Rick Silver got me into these. My good buddy in the US. He had vast collection of triple threads. He's gradually let me pick a few up off him, well, more than a few, which has been really kind of him. And people like Ron Peck have helped me out. He's a great old school collector in the US. Tanner Shepard, the card father Eric Larson. These people are all so generous and so helpful in the hobby. But Rick Silver, predominantly with triple threads, was the guy that got me into them. Here's a Yushin Akami. Again, to 18, number 17 of 18. That's 2012. I've said it before, I really like the Oriental autos. There's something very appealing about them to me. And I have to say the red on these triple threads really pops. They're such beautiful cards. That's another 2012 anyway. I haven't got a massive load of these, a couple of dozen I would say, so this will probably be a shorter video. There's a different style again. That looks more of the style of the Cain one, so I'm guessing it's from the same year. That's from Rory McDonald. That's number 8 of 18. At one time, he was the future. He was being touted as the future of MMA, of the UFC. A brutal fight with Robbie Lawler. Was never quite the same again, but he was the first of, or one of the first of the young up-and-comers who were specialists in all areas: striking, grappling, jiu-jitsu, the whole package, really. Tipped to be a champ, never quite got there, but a really high-level fighter at that time. Another very attractive card. It's just got a stylish striker on there, out of 18, like I said. And yeah, I thought it looked the same style as that one. So that's 2 from 2014. And the others we've looked at are from 2012 so far. any that I think are sort of favourites, I'll put on the stands. And actually, with perfect timing, this is one of my favourites. So this is a Korean Zombie. I just love this card. He was a fighter that I always loved to watch, always gave 100%. That's his full signature as well. That's number 7 out of 9. So that's a lower number than the 18s denominations we've been looking at so far. I mean, how can you not like that card? It's absolutely stunning. It's got to be a 10 out of 10 auto, that has. Just the quality of the design, the combination of the colours, the attractiveness of the card is incredible, and I was so pleased to pick this card up. So that's a 2013, because you can see it's just a slightly different style again. But these triple thread cards, I mean, unless you see them in the hand, you can't appreciate just how attractive they are. Here's Bigfoot Silver. Again, this one's out of 9. Super attractive card again, with the gold and the colour there, and a nice full auto from 2012. Surprisingly, I always thought he looked fragile, even though he's an enormous heavyweight. He'd had to use TRT quite a lot, I think, for some issues he had with his physicality. But he won some fights. I didn't expect him to win. And I hope he's in good health these days, because he didn't look great towards the end of his career. That's 2 of only 9. And it's 2012, but it's a different style to some of the others I showed you. I suppose it isn't there. It isn't really, is it? So it's, yeah, 2012, that one. Here we go. A favourite fighter of mine, Stefan Bonner, the American Psycho. Old School UFC, Ultimate Fighter, along with Forrest Griffin. That fight that everybody knows about. And yeah, I had to have one of these. It's number 1 of 18, which I'm not too hung up on bookends, to be honest, but I suppose it's just nice to know it's number 1. Another one from 2012, and to the denomination of 18. I'd love a Forrest Griffin to go with it. I haven't got one at the moment, and I haven't seen one. I think to miss out on a few, but one day hopefully I will pick one up. Hector Lombard, again to 18, again from 2013. So that's the same year as the Korean Zombie. And another card that I don't think on screen it's going to do it justice. Actually, I'm going to put the Zombie up on there, because I really like that card. Okay, another top 5 fighter of mine is Jose Aldo. Was delighted to pick this up. Jose Aldo Jr., to give him his full name. And number 13 of 18. I'm guessing that's from 2012. Yep, it is. And these cards are just stunning. They're absolutely stunning. They seem to be getting harder to find, especially the auto ones, and the earlier ones. 2010 are very desirable. 2012, 2013. I don't think, I might be wrong, but did they do any in 2011? And I know they stopped them, I think, after later on. But yeah, that's a really nice Aldo one. You can see most of mine. The pile for 2012 is a lot bigger than the other piles at the moment. Machida, Ryuto Machida, middleweight champion. I think he knocked out Rashad Evans, if I remember correctly. And was too small for John Jones. There's a standing guillotine choke from Jones at light heavyweight, but sorry, I've got that wrong. He started as a light heavyweight and then he moved down to middleweight. That's right, because he was the light heavyweight champion and he lost to John Jones. Yeah, that's right. So what denomination is that? So that's number 1 again, number 1 of 18. Another super attractive card from 2014. So you can see in 2014 they went a little bit more with the gold and the glitz on the styling compared to some of the earlier years, and the two colours as well on the patch. Next up, Alexander Gustafsson took John Jones to an absolute razor-thin split decision. I thought there's a strong argument to give that decision to Gustafsson back in the day. It was a tremendous fight. He got put away quite quickly in the rematch, but that first fight, which I must watch again actually because I've not seen it for some time, was a tremendous showing. Number 5 of 18, he was a massive underdog and literally pushed Jones right to the limit. Slugging Swede is the word there. I'm guessing that's the same year again, 2014. It is, and yeah, another really, really nice card. Actually, I've got more of these than I'd remembered. I thought it was going to be a really short video, but there's another 15 or so to go. Josh Barnett, heavyweight, the War Master. What a great card. I mean, look at the time they've taken to put that card together. I know it's a sticker, but that aside, you can see a lot of care has gone into that card. It's number 6 of 9, again from 2014, and they're desirable. You know, there's only 9 of those. That's a low number in anybody's estimation, and I think the early top stuff is just going to keep getting more and more desirable. I really do. Carlos Condit, I've said before, what a fighter he was in his prime. I remember him fighting Don Hardy in London. They were both red hot prospects at the time, and he landed first, knocked Hardy out with the left hook in the first round, and was an absolute killer of a fighter. That's number 17 of 18. That again is from 2014. So yeah, that gold style, if you look, is on all of the cards from 2014. Talking of Dan Hardy, there's one of his. I got this from Rick Silver. Definitely remember getting it from Rick. Number 14 of 18, the Outlaw Dan Hardy in the red, 2012. So it's a very similar style, as you can see, to some of the other cards I've got from 2012. And another card I was delighted to pick up. Showtime Pettis, number 6 of 18. Super talented lightweight fighter. Love to watch him fight. Remember the kick off the fence with Benson Henderson, and underappreciated, I would say, as a champion. Had all the skills. Great fighter. So this is from 2013. There you go, when he jumped off the cage and kicked Benson Henderson in the head of their WEC bout. No nickname was more fitting than for Pettis than Showtime. And they've put Showtime on the card there, which is great. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. 2013. So again, you see the styling by year. So they're the 2 cards from 2013. Very similar styling, but super, super attractive. Here's another one of my favourites. And when I say my favourites, they're not necessarily the most valuable cards, but this one is definitely a favourite. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the ace. I think that really pops the blue along with the gold on there, and his signature in blue. Number 1 of only 9. So again, a real short denomination on that one. Obviously, the middleweight champion that Anderson Silva dethroned, and nicknamed Ace for his resemblance to Jim Carrey. All-action fighter. So Anderson was too much for him, but Anderson was too much for everybody back then. But yeah, that's a really nice card. 2013, and that, for me, deserves to go on one of the stands because it's just a beautiful card, in my opinion. Okay, let's keep going. It looks like another one from that year. It's Shane Carwin, the engineer, or engineer. It's got on the front of there an enormous heavyweight with lunch boxes for fists. Should have beat Brock Lesnar, had him in all kinds of trouble in the first round and punched himself out, and literally could barely get off his stool for the second round. Number 10 of 18, 2012. And yeah, another really attractive card. Garden State, Frankie Edgar, number 2 of 18 in the red. This must be 2012, looking at the styling of this card. Yeah, it is. So as I said, Topps have just started releasing triple threads in their 2026 release. I haven't got one in hand yet. There is one that I've picked up of Whaley. I may do a mail day video next week, and I think that card's in there. I'm going to see what the quality is like compared to these old ones, but I'm so biased towards the old Topps that I know I'm going to like the old one better. Here's the man who beat the man we were just talking about, Anderson Silva, twice. One was via a broken leg, and one was Anderson dancing around with his hands down and got caught with the left hook. Shocked the world. He definitely shocked the world. I can clearly remember jumping out of my chair in shock when he knocked Anderson out. I was a big Anderson Silva fan back then, and I just couldn't believe he'd been so reckless and so careless. Number 9 of 18. It's going to be, I think, looking at the gold, another 2014 one. Indeed it is. And yeah, another one for the PC. Liz Carmouche, historically significant. The first women's title fight against Ronda Rousey. Had her in trouble for about 30 seconds, if you remember. I got her locked in, her arm under her chin or on her chin. Couldn't quite secure the full choke. That's number 6 of 18. So not a valuable card, not an expensive card, but again, another one that I didn't have, and it just sits with those styling from 2014. Excuse me. Shogun, Mauricio Rua, nickname Shogun. You can see that on the card. Number 9 of 18. The same style as these from 2013. So I need to look. That's definitely the year it's going to be. You can see that it's the same. It's the same style. I remember Forrest Griffin choking him out in an epic fight when everybody thought Forrest was going to get beaten up quite badly. I'd quite like a Forrest Griffin triple thread, I've got to say. I haven't got a John Jones. They're so expensive now. I'm not sure I'll ever get one. I haven't got a Ronda Rousey either. So they're probably top on my wants lists. But I'm very happy with what I've got. I did say at the start that they're not, some of them aren't the most valuable cards. Mayhem Miller, you don't see a lot of Jason Miller cards about. This is number 5 of only 9. Another card that I think Rick Silver was kind enough to let me have from 2012. And a cherished part of the PC now, along with some of the others. You know what? I'm tempted to put that on the stand, but I know I've got another card coming up that I'm going to want to put on them even more. So I'll compromise and I'll stand it against the stand. This is a nice card. So this is a Cormier DC, but it's from the Grand Prix. It's 6 of number 9, so quite a low one. Beautifully fashioned, again, as you can see, with the orange and the gold. Just stunning card, absolutely beautiful. From 2013, and yeah, I'm gonna have to put these in some kind of order. Actually, I need to sort my PC out and get them in order. Maybe get them all in the same kind of case as well, and get them wrapped up properly and put away. But it's great to go through them. I haven't been through these for some time, and it's funny how you have more than you thought sometimes. This collection has definitely grown, and I have some cards here that I've got more than I remembered I've got, actually. Where's the, oh, there it is. So I've got this Bigfoot out of 18 from 2012, and then I've got the 1 out of 9 also from 2012. Not the biggest name, not valuable cards, but it's beautiful. And I mean, look at the look at the styling on the 9 and the patch. You know, Topps took a lot of trouble back then to really get their cards looking desirable, and comparatively so cheap back then as well. Luke Rockhold was the champ. Lost it in surprising fashion, the title to Bisping. And number 8 of 18 from 2013. Another great card to pick up. I think that's from Rick as well. He's been so good to me with the cards he's let me have. We're down to the last few now, and I haven't kept the nukes till the end. Maybe one, well, not a nuke, but maybe I've kept a favourite card to the end. Jacare Souza, 13 of 18, monster of a middleweight back in the day, and that's from 2012. I would say there's probably 30 cards here, which is more than I was expecting for this PC. Alpha Male himself, Mr. Uriah Faber, the chinless one, number 8 of 18. It's got the gold. You know it's going to be 2014. Great fighter, and runs the Team Alpha Male gym with huge success, and always came to fight. His fights with Cruz and other bantamweights were always something to watch. I love that Alpha Male graphic. That's going to be 2014. Not the biggest name, biggest car, but Omaha. I just like the design of that one with Jake Ellenberger. And again, number 1 of 18. I think that's three number 1s we've got in this set. That's from 2013. So again, it very clearly fits the styling from that year, as opposed to 2012 and 2014. I love this card. I really love this card. It's an Alistair Overeem, number 1 of 18. I've just been offered a 1 of 1 Overeem, but it's not got the auto, but it is a triple thread. And I'm seriously considering whether to get it. I like Overeem cards. You don't see a lot of them about. I prefer it was an auto, but it's not, but it is a 1 of 1. So if I can get it for the right price, I may well pick that up. It's the PC, but we'll have to see, because there's so many cards, and you can very easily spend too much money in this hobby. So that's from 2013. And then the last card, the last triple thread, is worth the wait, I think. Look at this. Don't be scared. Nick Diaz, welterweight, number 3 of 9, and just beautiful, a beautiful relic card. 13 years old now. Diaz cards are red hot. Him and his brother. I missed the boat, really. I haven't got much Diaz stuff, and it's quite expensive now to pick up. I got the chance at this one, and you've got to take it when you get those opportunities. I wanted a Diaz triple thread. I love everything about it. I love the styling of the card, the font, the design. It's a nice clean auto of his. It's low numbered. There's only 9 of these. I like the Don't Be Scared graphic in the middle there. And yeah, probably a fitting card to end this shorter video on today. So that's my triple thread PC. Thank you so much for watching. Next week, if my mail day arrives safely, there'll be probably another video to follow this one quite quickly. But thank you so much for watching, and happy hunting. I hope you all find the cards of your dreams. Bye for now.